So this week I've been driving the newly designed Kia Cadenza. Now if you've never heard of the Cadenza, I'd forgive you because it's not a very popular vehicle out there, although I think it's really great and I've thought it's really great for a long time now. But for 2020 they redesigned it. We're going to take a look at the exterior here. We're going to look under the hood at that engine, the trunk. We're going to jump inside, look at the interior, the tech. We'll take it for a drive. We'll talk about the price and competition here, and that'll be a review. So let's get into it. It's so cold, so we're gonna make this quick. It's literally one of the coldest running weeks below freezing that North Texas has had in at least over 50 years. But we're gonna give this car its justice in this review, so stick with me here. So there are two different trims here. You get the base trim is called the Technology trim, and the top of the line trim is the Limited trim. What we're in here is the Technology trim. And really the only options that we have on this is like floor mats. So this is basically what you would get if you go to the dealership and look for the base product. So we'll talk more about price a little bit later, like I said, but first let's take a look at this exterior design. I really like it. So our exterior color here is snow white pearl paint, kind of fitting right now. But it looks really good on this vehicle. We did get some exterior enhancements for this 2020 year refresh, including a redesigned hood and grille with a deeper vertical waterfall fascia, standard multi-lens LED headlights with redesigned LED daytime running lamps, new lower front fascia with integrated turn signals. We have redesigned 18-inch wheels standard and 19-inch wheels available. We have a redesigned rear bumper and trunk lid and new LED combination rear taillights. And next up, let's talk about the trunk. It is an auto popping trunk with smart key, and it has 16.0 cubic feet of cargo volume. With that, let's move around to the hood and see the engine up under that hood. So under the hood is a 3.3 liter V6 pushing 290 horsepower, 253 foot-pounds of torque, and is matched up to an 8-speed automatic transmission. I'll let you know exactly how that feels to drive in this bigger sedan. But first, all right, well, let's jump inside because it's super cold. All right, guys, you're gonna have to give me a sec. All right, so let's talk about this interior, starting off with the black on black trim. We do have nice black leather seats. You can get a black Napa leather seat in the Limited trim. These are just the regular black leather seats, but they're very comfortable. The rest of the car is black trimming, and you get a nice like dark ash wood. The aesthetic to me is really nice. Let's take a closer look. So one of the big redesigns here was a complete redesign of the dash and instrument cluster with relocated audio controls above the climate switcher. So all of these controls were relocated and redesigned here, and they're all laid out really nice, and it actually feels like other Kias that you might be in. So definitely worth the redesign. Right above those controls is the new 12.3-inch touchscreen with multi-device Bluetooth connectivity. And this has Kia's infotainment system with navigation. Everything's bright and crisp with this, easy to navigate. You have different user profiles, audio here. And of course you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Moving down further from that screen, you do have some USB charging ports down here. They are USB Type A ports, no USB Type C, but you do get one for charging and one for interfacing with the infotainment system. You also get a wireless charger here for your phone to slip into. It's a nice little pocket. Phone sits in there just fine and has no issues with rolling around. Next, we have our gear shifter here, just a traditional gear shifter. Your heated seat modes. You have your drive mode select, where you can pick between comfort, sport, eco, and smart. Obviously some cup holders here, and your console. Over on your steering wheel, you do have controls on the steering wheel for interfacing with the infotainment system, with the cruise control, and some of your safety features. And then another standard feature here is the 4.2-inch TFT color screen instrument panel. So you've got your traditional gauges there, but you've got a little screen there that you can swap between what you want to see as a driver. Also new to the Cadenza is the new Smart Key from Kia, which pretty much all the Kia vehicles are getting nowadays, and I really like it. You've got the remote start, obviously a trunk pop, lock and unlock, and I really like the form factor because if it's in your pocket, you can really just grab it and hit that lock button and know exactly where it is. You don't have to like really feel for where the lock button is. It's just something that I enjoy there. But now the Cadenza comes with this standard. And as you might notice, we also have the panoramic sunroof here. Which it's too cold outside to really have open. But nice to have nonetheless. So this is a pretty big sedan. I didn't touch on those back seats, but they are really spacious. Even the kids were surprised at how much room was back there when I was in my driving position. They were happy to have some knee room for once. All right, so that's about it on the interior. Let's take it for a drive and we'll see what's what there. So driving the Cadenza, it's a really smooth drive. It's really nice and quiet. I did first assume that 3.3 liter V6 naturally aspirated wasn't going to deliver enough power, but it's got the power to get up and go when you need it. But it delivers the power really smoothly, and it's just about what this vehicle needs. If you want a sedan with a lot more power, you could always go with the Stinger, but for a relaxed, everyday, full-size, semi-luxury sedan, this works out just fine. MPG on the Cadenza is 20 miles per gallon city, 28 miles per gallon highway, and we've been averaging 18.5 miles to the gallon. That's not really fair, as it's done a lot of just sitting and idling, and we've pretty much done no highway miles because the entire week that I've had this, it's been atrocious weather. Kia does give you nice safety features like lane keeping assist, a radar guided cruise control, and a lot more, which are really great to have, but I didn't utilize them that much again during my full week. But I have used them on other Kia vehicles and know they work out just fine. All right, so let's go for a bit of a straight line acceleration test here. We've got a empty straight road. Let's put it into sport mode. We're in eco right now. Now we're in sport. And ready, set, go. Ooh, a little bit of wheel spin there. Yeah, putting this thing into sport mode really wakes up that engine, really lets it hit those RPMs and keeps it up there. Not bad, not bad. And overall, I think I just like it. It's got a Kia badge on it, but you could drive this around in a really nice neighborhood and not feel like you're driving something super cheap. I think it's got good looks, it drives well, it's got the technology it needs. Let's find a place to pull back over and we'll talk about the price and competition and wrap this video up. All right, so again, I really like the way this thing looks. I really like the way that this thing drives, but let's talk about the price really quick. It is a big vehicle, so we'll talk about what it actually competes with, which might surprise some people. But first, this technology package, the base price for it is $37,850. The limited, the base price is $43,550. What we're sitting in right here with destination charges and the few little options that we do have is $39,115, which honestly I think is a really good price for everything that you get here. And the upgrade features that you get in the limited package include stuff like a Harman Kardon surround sound system and a few other things. They're nice to have, but I could definitely live with the technology that's in this one right now. So what does it compete with on size? It's definitely the size of something like the Toyota Avalon, the Acura RLX. It competes with vehicles like the Chrysler 300, the Dodge Charger, the Lexus ES, the Nissan Maxima, and I'm sure there's a lot more that I'm missing there. But that kind of gives you an idea of the size and what this competes with. Now on price, it definitely competes more in the lower range, but you get a lot of great technology in here. And if you're shopping for something like the Avalon or the Maxima or even the 300 or Charger, if you're not getting those just for the looks, if you're looking for a really good big sedan, this one does the job. So I definitely recommend it. I'm not going to jump out of the vehicle to do an outro. We're going to stay in here because, again, super cold outside. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing to the channel for more car reviews. Go check out TXGARAGE.com for more written reviews as well as news and event coverage. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.